You all know them, you've heard them, and you definitely want to be hearing more from them. Drakensberg Boys Choir, they're in Johannesburg this weekend. We're going to be telling you why that is happening in just a second. Also, a fantastic performance coming up from them a little bit later in the show. So if you're a big fan, don't go anywhere. What a pleasure to welcome to ENCA this morning the artistic directors, Vaughan and Zwai, Bala, who of course Zwai needs no introduction whatsoever. Huge debate off air, of course, was sunglasses on or sunglasses off. You've gone for the sunglasses off look.
You see, I had this image of a very suited CN, so I was trying.
So you guys in Joburg, Vaughan, welcome to Joburg. We couldn't get you better weather. I tried. I'm sorry. I can only control so much. But tell me, this weekend, you're up here for some special performances as well. I'm going to delve into how the choir is doing, but just for anyone who's watching that's going, Gareth, I just want to know where to watch them. What's happening?
Fantastic, Gareth. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning to the viewers. Yeah, we're up here for two very big, wonderful concerts in the Joburg Theatre. First one tonight, and then tomorrow night as well. And a wonderful program that we've got. A lot of vibe and a lot of nice music.
And theme for this, what are we looking at? What are you trying to get across?
Right, what we're trying to get across is just to enjoy the music and to enjoy the program that we've got. Like, for instance, in the first half, we've got a mix from classical to a bit of pop and so on. And then also original video, which is being released now.
Fantastic.
No Woman, No Cry.
Okay, Bob Marley.
Yes, that's right. And then, especially in the second half, what we usually have is in a traditional African music program. We've got two of those, African Music A, African Music B. But this year, especially for the Joburg Theatre, because we've got such a wonderful collaboration with him, we've put together what we call Afro Pop. And Tristan Trent, our head of production, and our choreographer, Coach Zakes and Corsi, they actually put this whole program together. And it's with band, which consists out of staff and boys.
Wow.
A lot of choreography, and it's all songs, the more modern from the 50s, 60s, 70s. So it's Miriam Makeba, Johnny Clegg, Mango Groove. Stuff that people will know, they sing along and they can dance along.
Of course they're going to dance. It's the Drakensberg Boys Choir. Zwai, Bala, obviously you're coming up for some singing lessons and music lessons. That's why you're involved as well.
Yeah, that's why I wake up so early to sing, right?
Is it true? I read this somewhere. Is it true that didn't you study at the Drakensberg Boys Choir School?
Yes, for a little bit.
What's a little bit?
Yeah,
quite a bit.
Yeah, 1988 until 1991, I think.
That's right.
Yeah, the year Pelo was born, my baby brother. That's when I left the Drakensberg.
And it must be great to, I mean, we can see the choir in the corner. I think we do have a shot of that. The choir getting ready. They're going to have a great performance for us. You'll see them in a second as they're getting ready. So that must be great for you, though, Zwai, to be able to come back and be involved, knowing the successes you've had.
Yes, remember when I was a young Standard 4 boy back at the time, I think Vaughan was in matric, and that's when we actually first met.
That's right.
Back in 1988. And Vaughan would keep coming to the school, and I think once we developed that, especially us who, Vaughan and I had the same teacher basically, even though at different times, but to also have younger brothers that were also still at the school at different times, at least kept the relationship going for a while.
And Vaughan, what I find amazing is even if you don't have to follow necessarily the choir directly, you guys have gotten so good at your social media. I mean, obviously it's changed since you were with the choir as well. The joys of social media, YouTube, TikTok, all these things. I was just taking a look at some of your stuff on YouTube. I mean, just the production quality you're dealing with is getting it out there.
Absolutely, and that's one of the big things at the Drakensberg Boys Choir. And as I say, we've got Tristan there, who's absolutely phenomenal in doing this. He's an old boy himself of the school, so he understands how it works. And his recording skills are just absolutely brilliant. So he does the audio, he does the arrangements, and he can sing all the parts in, which is absolutely amazing. You don't really get that with music producers.
And they can actually climb in and also sing. It's like, let me show you how to do that.
He understands
all of them, like the whole choir.
That's right, and he understands the voices. He understands what the boys do. But then he's taken from this year also the filming for the music videos and editing and all of that. So it's great.
And please do yourself a favor, go take a look at their YouTube stuff as well as why. I mean, it's got to be one of the most talented group of individuals you've probably ever worked with. You've worked with some big names in the industry. I'm not even going to try and read through all of them. There's just too many.
Yeah, when I started, I was at the school, but I think the Drakensberg, there's so much more that you get out of the experience. There are many of us that have never become full-time musicians afterwards, but still the grounding, the discipline, there's so much more that really gets you to be, you know, a better man.
Where was the point for you when you were obviously with the choir, when you were at the school? When did you, or somebody maybe identified you, and you suddenly thought, hang on, I can make a living out of this? Because while it's entertaining, beautiful production value, incredible voices, you obviously took that next step. What was that moment when you went, I can do this?
Well, I had my first professional stage production when I was at the school. It was cool to take some weeks off school. But, you know, I was up in I was up in
a bit of a nervous laugh, sorry.
And I was up in Johannesburg performing at the Standard Bank Arena every night, and it was so cool. One of the nights, Bani, the choir master, decided to take the whole choir to come and watch me sing. And then there was, you know, opportunities, but otherwise, I mean, I wasn't good at science or anything else, so it had to be music somewhere.
But you're good at maths. That you saw this morning.
Off air, just so you know, I was asking Zwai just to check our microphone, or his microphone. I was giving him square root of 6. He banged it out 36. I
got enough jacks to know that.
Very, very quickly, as I say goodbye to both of you, the performance a little bit later, just tell me what the boys are going to be singing.
They're going to be singing, you're going to be hearing things from Mozart, up to, you know, Amigos para siempre, as I said, No Woman, No Cry, and then Eric Whittaker's Flight to Paradise, that's all, and many others in the first half, and in the second half, are you talking about the
this
concert?
One coming
oh,
up
this
now.
one here.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the second half, we're going to be doing an Afro-pop, we're doing a combination of 2 songs, Pata Pata and Asimbonanga.
So that's what we've got coming up in a couple of moments. The choir is getting ready, and they're going to be joining you in a couple of moments from now. My thanks to Vaughan van Zyl and, of course, Zwai Bala joining us from the Drakensberg Boys Choir.